The last couple of days have been very eventful with TikTok possibly getting banned and maybe even Fortnite. Don't worry, we're going to go over everything you need to know in this video, so make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If this video gets 500 likes, I will give a gift to a random person who leaves a comment down below. Speaking of gifts and V-Bucks, if you want to get those for free, you should check out my live stream on Caffeine. The link to follow me is down below. On top of my normal gifting games in which I give gifts back to you guys for competing and winning, I've recently been giving a lot of different gifts to random new followers. So if you haven't already followed me, that's another great opportunity to win. I recently unveiled a new streaming schedule and format on Caffeine, and a part of that new schedule is giving you guys a chance to win shoutouts for anything you might want to have a shoutout for. In this case, today's winner is Shep. If you've been on my streams, of course you know who he is. Big shout out to Shep, congrats on winning my first ever shout out of this kind. You can check him out in the description down below. Over the last couple months, there has been a lot of talk and a lot of chatter about TikTok, a widely popular video sharing app, being deleted and banned. Maybe in the US, maybe everywhere, who knows? Yesterday, it was announced that the United States government would be banning TikTok and banning all future downloads, eventually cutting it off in November completely. This was because TikTok and WeChat, another app that was going to be banned, were from China, and I guess it was some sort of big national security threat they wanted to stay away from. The company that owns TikTok and WeChat is called Tencent, and of course, it is Chinese owned, and I guess that was the big problem. The internet spent the last 24 hours in a frenzy wondering what was going to happen. Is TikTok actually going to get banned? What's going on? Well, good news on that front. It doesn't look like TikTok is actually going to go anywhere in the United States or anywhere else for the matter right now, because the United States government has reached a deal which will have TikTok partner with another company, an American-owned company, Oracle, and Walmart. It will now become a US-based company instead of a Chinese-based company. The President of the United States has agreed in principle, which means it hasn't officially gone through because nothing has been signed yet, but he has agreed in principle to do this deal, which is obviously great news because I do like TikTok. There are a lot of cringy dances, of course, and some of those are making their way into Fortnite, but TikTok as a whole is definitely of a lot of use to a lot of people, and it definitely should not get banned. Now, you're probably wondering why I spent the last few minutes talking about TikTok and WeChat. Like, how does that relate in any way to Fortnite getting banned? Because clearly Fortnite is an American-based company. Epic Games is based in North Carolina, so clearly it's an American-based company. Well, here's the thing. The same company that owns WeChat and TikTok currently, before Walmart and Oracle take over, has a 40% stake of ownership in Epic Games. So not quite a majority, but almost half of the company is owned by this Chinese company, Tencent, which is pretty crazy. Now, most of you guys won't care about this quite as much, but another company, Riot Games, which made popular games such as League of Legends and most recently Valorant, is owned outright by Tencent, this Chinese company. So it's actually really interesting to think about, because if the US government has, basically banned TikTok and was going to go through with it until this deal was signed to make TikTok a American company instead of a Chinese company, would there be any sort of involvement with the government going after Fortnite or Epic Games or Riot Games or potentially any other company that's got stakes from this Chinese company? Also, here's something else that kind of sends chills up my spine. The president's administration are reportedly looking into Fortnite studio Epic Games and League of Legends studio Riot Games following the TikTok and WeChat bans. According to a new report, both companies received letters this week from the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States in relationship to how both handle the data of American users. At the moment, it hasn't been confirmed why both have been on the receiving end of this new investigation, but it's almost certainly due to Tencent's involvement, which owns Riot Games outright and a 40% stakeholder of Epic Games. 2020 has been such a strange year. I mean, you've got this pandemic, which has pretty much shut down a majority of the world, among other stuff, and now now you've got this, which potentially could lead to Fortnite in some way getting shut down. Personally, I don't think Epic Games has too much to worry about, considering Tencent owns less than a majority of the company. Now, Riot Games, I still don't think has that much to worry about, but they do have outright ownership of the developing company, so that could be subject to more legal action potentially. Now, the good news, regardless of what happens, is the US government reached a deal with TikTok to transfer ownership, of course, to a United States company. If for some unbelievably crazy reason the US government says the same thing to Riot Games or even Epic Games, a very similar thing would most likely happen. In Epic Games' case, I would guess that they would make Tencent sell their stock or give it up to Epic Games or another United States-based company. All in all, this is very weird and very unorthodox for us to even be talking about the possibility of such a huge game like Fortnite going down. I personally don't think it will, but based on what's happened with TikTok and based on the very fact that the White House in the United States is talking to these companies, probably relating to Tencent's ownership and involvement within their companies, is a little bit alarming. To be completely frank and completely honest with you, I think it's really stupid what's going on. Like, why are we even considering this? Why is Fortnite, League of Legends, TikTok, or anything else even in jeopardy like this? In my opinion, I think it's really stupid and should never be a thing. I mean, you should never take away stuff like this from people who absolutely love these things just because it's owned by a Chinese company. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand where the government is coming from, but at the same time, that seems like heavy oppression. That should not be allowed. Things don't look nearly as bleak as they did a few weeks ago, or even just yesterday with the announcement of the new signings for Walmart and Oracle taking over for Tencent in regards to TikTok, and I would assume something very similar would happen if this actually does trickle down into Epic and Riot Games. Of course, if you're not from America, I don't think any of this would really apply because all of this stuff is the American government taking action against this Chinese-based company. So if you're not from America, you're probably in the clear for good, but I would assume a majority of my viewers are from the United States. In fact, in the comment section down below, comment what country you are watching this video from. I would imagine 70% or so would be America. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like on this thing. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't, check out my live stream. It's linked below. Follow me for a chance to win a gift. And of course, come by tomorrow and all the days I stream for a chance to win even more gifts for yourself. V-Bucks, all that good stuff, man. It's a lot of fun, and I promise you will not regret it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I'll update you guys on anything regarding this matter or anything else as it relates to huge Fortnite news as I find out. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.